So that up there on the ceiling in my garage, that fluorescent light that won't work, is the problem that I'm trying to attack. I'm not a very handy guy, but I got to fix that light because I don't have good light down here in the garage close to my workbench, and I got to figure it out. I got to attack it. Well, this is the setting that I want you to think about attacking a problem in your teaching, because that's where we are in the course. We're at a transition point in EHS 651, Innovative Practices. We're at a transition between the first project and the last project, and this is your problem attack project, where you get to pick a problem that you want to solve in your classroom, or it could be an inquiry. So you could pick a question you want to answer, and you design a project to do that, to attack your problem, or to solve your problem, or to answer your question. Well, the one thing you please understand is, remember, I've got a problem and I got to figure it out. You have a problem, or you have a question you want to answer. You got to decide what that is, and you got to decide, just like I got to decide how to fix my light, how you're going to go about that. So this is very open-ended, and sometimes students in the past have gotten frustrated because they've wanted me to tell them what to do. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take that professionalism away from you. You're a teacher. You need to own your problem, because if you own your problem and own your solution, you're going to own this change in your teaching, and that's what I want for you. We will negotiate this, though. We'll actually negotiate in Blackboard rather than Edmodo. If you're familiar with threaded discussions, they work well for these kind of negotiations, and I will release specific assignments that tell you each step to go through in the negotiation process. Basically, you'll make an initial post in Blackboard with your idea, and then I'll come back with my feedback, and then you'll respond, and then I'll respond to the point that we agree that what you want to do is something that will count in the course. And that's my main parameter, is do anything you want to. I'll just be on board negotiating with you to make sure it works for the course purposes. Well, here are the course purposes. You need to focus on solving a problem or answering a question that has to do with innovative practices in teaching. If you do that, you're fine. So it could be differentiated instruction. It could be using problem-based learning in your own classroom. It could be using inquiry in your own classroom, the three things we've talked about thus far. And you could loop technology into any of those if you want to begin to implement technology or explore how to do so. Lots of openings here, lots of ways you can go as long as you're looking at innovative practices. And another thing is, remember, this is in between the first and the third project. Well, some of you may decide that you want to settle into one long project focus, and the problem attack project is just your beginning of solving a problem across the whole course, which means that your third problem is going to be just an extension of this one. So I'm giving you the opportunity to settle into one big project in the whole course. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Or if at the end of the problem attack project, you decide you want to switch focuses before the third project, that's fine also. You're only committing to what we're doing now in the problem attack mode. And one last thing, looking at my notes. Oh, how big is this project? Well, it will last about a month. So you've got about a month. Choose a problem you can solve in a month, or a question you can answer in a month. And picture yourself dedicating 4 to 5 hours a week to this. Now, some of you just went, yikes, oh, that's a lot. The other work in the course will drop off as we start the problem attack project. There won't be nearly the number of assignments that you've had thus far, because I'm going to give you time to focus on this project. And part of that 4 to 5 hours a week will also be at times reporting to your class, being involved with them, getting their giving them input. So, but that's just to give you a sense of how big this project should be. That's the big picture. Remember that I will release specific assignments on Edmodo that you will do that will direct you what to do in Blackboard and how to negotiate. So you don't have to do anything until those start posting up. You can be thinking about what you want, the problem you want to solve, or the question you want to answer. And remember my fluorescent light. Dang, I hate this kind of work. So please don't choose something that you hate doing. Please choose something that will be really meaningful to you in improving your teaching and implementing innovative practices.